Hello guys, I'm happy to have you guys back. So last week I showed you how to register your domain name and your blog. Remember, this video is going to show you how to create a blog website from scratch. And for this video we are going to be using WordPress. What is WordPress? WordPress is a content management system. That means it makes it easy for you to create your site from scratch, so you don't have to have any professional knowledge or any programming skills to be able to use WordPress. So if you're a complete beginner, this video is definitely for you. So I'm going to be showing you how to create this WordPress from scratch. You know, a lot of businesses, a lot of companies, big companies, individuals, developers, they use WordPress to run their site or to build their site or blog. So I'm going to show you how you can do this by yourself. So let's get started. This is your control panel. After you have logged into your control panel, as you can see, we're going to move down to this section known as Software Colors Apps Installer. Now in this script you're going to see WordPress. These are other content management softwares that you can use to build your site, but for this video we're going to be using WordPress. So what do we need to do? We want to install this WordPress in our system. So you click on it, WordPress, and wait for it to install. Okay, it brings you to this page where you can see information about the WordPress, the current version, and the day it was released. You can read more about what WordPress is. WordPress is a web software you can use to create a beautiful website or blog. So these are some information you need to know. So next thing we have to do, we have to click install now. Now in this, we are now going to choose where we are installing this WordPress to. So for this tutorial, I've created a subdomain that I'm going to install it to, and that is this. So I'm going to install it to this example.ifeanyiojo.com. So this is where I'm going to install this WordPress to. So after the installation, when you type this URL, it's going to open that installed WordPress. Now this is if you want to install it in a directory, but we don't want it to be in a directory. We want it to be in just the main subdomain there. So I clear this off. Now you can do some basic settings like the name of the blog. So I can say tutorial. I want to give it the name tutorial blog, tutorial blog, and then a site description. I can decide, let me just leave this for now. Then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to give a username and password. This is going to allow you to log into the WordPress. So for this, I'm going to leave it as admin. Then I'm going to choose a password. I'm just going to choose a password. Let me just choose a very simple thing. I'm going to use admin. Yeah. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to use that. Okay. Let me change it to a better one. I'm going to use okay. So now if you have an admin email you want to use, you also fix it here, but for now I'm going to leave this as it is, blank. Then the next thing, there's one other thing we're going to do. I'm going to put in an email where the installation details is going to be sent to. So I'm just going to put my email address here. So this is the basic setup that we need. Then you proceed to click install. I'm just going to click here save, so that it's going to be easy for me to log into the dashboard. So we wait while it's installing it. Okay, now you see, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. So now it has been installed to this location that we choose. Now if I copy this and go here, going to enter here. Now you're going to see this now. So that's to show WordPress has been installed successfully. So this is still quite rough. We haven't done anything yet. So by the time we go to editing it and doing some customization, we're going to make this beautiful so that this is not going to appear this way again. So now we're going to proceed to the next step. So the next thing, we want to go to the dashboard. That's the admin dashboard, where we can now fully customize a blog. So how do we go there? In this URL, I'm going to put /wp -admin, wp -admin, and I click enter. Now it's going to take me to the admin login page, where I can now put my username and password that I created while I was trying to set up this blog. So I'm going to use this. Remember, I saved the password, so I'm just going to click login. So I'm going to wait for it to load. Still loading. Oh, okay, sorry, I used the wrong one. So I'm going to put in the password. Okay, this should be it. Alright, so it's taking me to the dashboard now. So you can see this is a dashboard, or rather this is the back end of your site. So this is how it looks like. Now in this, you're going to see post, media, pages, comment, appearance. In appearance, you're going to see theme, customize, widgets, menu, background, theme editor, and the rest. So this is how your back end looks like. So this is where you're going to be doing any customization, any editing that you're going to do to your site. So so let's proceed with the next step. So I'm going to show you how to now add a new post. So when you click on this post, you go to add new post. So I'm going to add a title here. So this is a new post. Okay, then I can add the body of the post. So I can come here and click insert after, because I want to insert a picture now. I click on this add block. I go to the picture, the image block. I click on it. I can now upload an image. So I go to the picture. Let me use this color here. So I'm going to upload it. So the image has finished uploading. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to add a featured image. So I come here, I click on this same image, and I set it as a featured image. So this is going to show in the home page alongside the text that is going to come up with this picture. So once I'm done, that's all for now. I click on publish. So I'm going to publish it immediately. So now the post has now been published. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard by clicking on this. I come here, I click on visit site. For this, let me right click and open it in a new tab so we can see the post we just added. So as you can see, this is the post we just added here. It has come up here. So this is the featured image. Here, why this doesn't have an image is because there is no featured image that is set for this. That's why you just see the title and then the write-up there. So we can just decide to edit that. Let me go back here, and this is it. I click on edit. Okay, I can now come here and set a featured image for that. I go to upload, select files. This time let me use these penguins. So it's coming up, it's loading. Set featured image. So once I do that, let's come up, I click on update. When I go back to this, let me refresh it. So as I refresh it, just hold on, it's still loading because the image is of high quality. Okay, so you see the featured image you have set for this first post has come up here. So that is what that featured image does to your post. So let's go back, click on this WordPress logo to take me back to the dashboard. So this is how we add posts. So you can add as many posts as you want. Now the next thing you're going to do is a category section. You can add categories for your blog. So if you want to talk about, if you want to have a news category, animal category, tech category, just whatever kind of categories you want to have, you can have there. So that whenever you make a post, you can set the categories. So for now, if you look at these categories, they are uncategorized because you are not included in any category. So I have to click on category to add the different categories that I want to have. So let's say I want to have categories on, let's say, jokes. Click here and I can just choose a slug. I'm just using this. Then I click on add new category. Then I can sort of have news. Click on add new category. So I can add as many categories as I want. And now for this is the uncategorized there. So if I want to change this, if I don't want it to be uncategorized, let's say I want to just use a different word for that, I can say general. I come here and I use general and I update it. So if I go back to my post, all posts, the default category has been changed from uncategorized to general. Then let's say this first post, let me go back to edit it. I want to change the category of this post since I have now added different categories there. So I come down here, categories, click on the drop down. Now you can now see the two categories that I added has come up here. I can uncheck this and say, okay, this one is category jokes. So I click on it and I click update. So if I go back and refresh this page, you see that it changes the category to be jokes, and why this is still general. So this is how to add categories to your post. So you make a post, you add categories, and this will be able to, you can add this in the menu. Don't worry, when we get to that menu section, we're going to see how that works. Now this is the media section. You can add as many images, upload images that you would like to use in your blog. So if you already have these images on ground or videos you want to use, you could just come here and add all of them, so that when you want to upload them, you are not uploading them from scratch again, rather you are taking them from the media gallery that you have already included in your WordPress, making it easier and faster for you to use this whenever you want to use. So these other images we have uploaded have already been included in our media library. So if you want to use these images again, we don't have to re-upload them again. You just go there and choose them there. Now the next thing we want to look at is the page section. So let's click on page. You can have as many pages as you want in your site. So let's say you want to have an about page, you want to have a contact page, you want to have different pages. You can have these pages in your site. So but for now, we're not going to create any page, we're just going to leave it blank. The last thing I'm going to show you for today is appearance. Now if you take a look at this our sites now, you look at the theme, it's using a default theme here. That's why it's like this. So let's go back here and go to appearance and go to theme. So now we're going to add a different theme. Different theme that is going to change the look of this site. So the theme we're using is this 2021 theme. So let's add a new theme now, a different theme. We go to add new, we click on add new. We are going to use a theme known as Astra. Okay, look at it here. The reason why we're going to use Astra is because we are going to be using a plugin, and a particular plugin works well with this Astra theme. So we're going to go ahead to install the Astra theme. So it's installing. We just wait for it to install. And I say installed, we click on activate to activate that theme. So it's now being activated now. Now let's go back to this our site. Let me click on refresh. Let me refresh this now. Now you're going to see something different. That's changed the look of our blog page. So you can see that the look now is different. The look now is different. So that is what themes can do. Themes change or changes the look and the appearance of your blog. So let's go back. So now we are now using this Astra theme. So you can proceed to add more, make more posts, add more blog posts to your site, and then after you're done with that, you can try to install or use a different theme, or rather you can try test running these other themes to see the different look it's going to give to you. But once you're done with your test run, you can still go back and activate the Astra theme, because that's the one we're going to be using for this video. So this is where we're going to stop today. So I would like you to practice more on this, how to add a post, how to add more media, and then the theme, how to change your theme and add a new theme. So next week we are going to look at how to customize this theme proper. We're going to customize the theme, and we're also going to add a plugin that is going to work with this theme. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please always remember to subscribe, like, comment, and also share this video. This is going to go a long way to show that you appreciate this video. So thank you once again. See you next week.